The hope is that if anybody starts getting kind of testy over the outcome of the throw of dice, both sides have 5 or 6 knights friends, right?
Yeah.
Standing there.
No one wants to see the outcome.
Yeah, nobody really wants to press it. So trying to keep the everybody saying, if we get out of hand at this too, then we're going to get dishonored and get shut down and kicked out of the tournament. So there's a certain quiet intensity about the gaming under these circumstances. So what we would have would be somebody's tent has had its sides rolled up, like one of the big ones, has its sides rolled up and the braziers set out and the squires running to and fro. It's going to be mostly dicing. And smaller forms, faster, smaller forms of chess.
Mm-hmm.
They have various names. There's a bunch of sort of, they're actually more the original forms, and then chess is sort of the Super Monopoly Deluxe version of them. But we would look at them and they would look like cut down chess. The boards are a little smaller, there's less types of pieces. And they tend to be faster games. A lot of that. So you want to get involved with that?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
Perrin sees it immediately and just starts stomping over.
Excellent. Well, these are among, as you will quickly realize, that these are among fellow reasonably well-off ordinary knights and other notable knights, and so therefore the coin, will. Now, people probably aren't going to put out a coin. If they do, then that's a big bet for a fair amount of stuff. Yeah. And if somebody gets all excited and starts like claiming, I raise a librum, everyone else will shut them down. That's just asking for trouble. I mean, librum, that's what you would get for a ransom for someone whom you defeated in the melee.
Yeah.
That's pushing it. So what you have are people keeping accounts. So all those people who study their Latin and copy the manuscripts and do the accounts of the manor and stuff like that are, well, they're the bookies now. So there you are. There's you have a couple of interesting choices. There are, let's make an intrigue check here. As you look across maybe 60 people actually involved in the gaming with a corresponding number of people running to and fro for 100 different reasons. As well as any number of these commoner women who just happen to have, taken interest in the games. Wow. You're overwhelmed. It all looks alike to you. Right. You've lost that. By the way, take 10 glory for your no. Yeah, this would count. Get 10 glory for your courtesy over there.
Well, it doesn't bode well.
But, yeah. You, on the other hand. Oh, by the way, you know what? I think it even says for every time you roll, not succeed or fail.
Oh. You get
when it's significant.
Oh.
Huh. I mean, for a significant roll. It's not just for any old roll.
Yeah.
But if it's relevant to what's going on. This is not a glory relevant roll.
No.
There may be other ones.
Everyone, can I get my old? I forgot to fill in my square.
So the system is to roll below your value?
Yes.
Or exactly on it.
If you roll exactly on it, then it's a critical.
Yeah.
A 20 is a fumble.
Yeah, you are not able to spot it all and figure out who's who.
Yeah.
So that means you'll be sitting down at random.
Damn. Well, hey, that's not the super important part.
It is.
Is it?
Because when you sit down at random, there will be 5 people at that particular low table. And they all look up, and you quickly will see that some have, they all seem to be wearing the same scarf, the same favor. And why would they be wearing it around? They're not even in their armor or in the competition or anything. In fact, like putting on ladies' favors is a part of the actual steps of getting ready to fight and joust and stuff. So why are they wearing them now? That's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And they all seem to be wearing the same one, which is, I mean, ladies can give their favors out to, because it's all chaste,
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, did I say 5 guys?
Yeah.
And then the other fellows standing, them too? Who is this chick? So you're kind of suddenly realizing you walked into the wrong bar, and they're all looking at you.
Perry just tries to
that.
look confident, like he's supposed to be, really.
So you're okay.
Like, pretending like he meant to do that.
Well, they can't really there's no. They all kind of look at each other, and you get to be included, right? But you quickly realize you are not among friends at this particular table, and oddly enough, they're not very nice to each other. Weirdly, by missing the intrigue roll, you're not catching the signals.
I don't know
all.
shit, yeah.
At all, and contradictions are showing up everywhere of why these people all have the same favor and why they seem to be like this big collective group to gamble together and why they're not nice to each other. And you're like, what? So, okay, though, you came here, you're going to do some, is it the chess thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And the rules are also speed chess, right? You only have this much time to make your move.
Is someone counting, or?
Silently.
If you don't go quick enough, they all yell at you.
Okay.
Right. So, let's do it.
Do I just roll gaming?
I think so.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well. Yeah, that's a success.
All right then.
I have a 15.
Yeah. So therefore, you are starting to do quite well, right? And we're letting the roll stand in for a number of rounds, right? So basically, an elimination, bout was set up. So now it'll be the next contestants for the next hour or two. So time has passed. Nobody has offered you any of their wine. Nobody.
Everyone's
has,
drinking but me.
Mhm.
Wow.
Your squire brings you some, right?
I'm not in the mood.
Yeah, and who's your squire? What's his name?
Morris.
Morris, that's right. Morris takes one look around and makes his little "I'm too Christian for this" noise that you're very familiar with by now, actually.
The parent gets even more confused. So why would you do that?
Well, that's just sort of his general thing whenever you're having fun.
Yeah.
Party pooper.
Looks around a bit more,
He's a
and he says, Sir Knight,
Yes.
Sir Knight, maybe we should go to a different tent or, and he kind of swallows hard, or tournament or something.
But I'm winning. How come? He's sniffling.
All right. And stands loyally next to you.
He's just not responsive to what Morris is saying.
Well, he doesn't answer you. He doesn't. What's the word I want? You don't ask him for information.
No.
He doesn't provide information for you. He just miserably requested that maybe we didn't have to be here, but he does.
But I'm winning.
All right. So this is all occurring, right? Let's move to you.
Yeah.
Sorry for the wait. We've ended
No
up
problem.
with you up there in Cambenet. And let's see here. Right. A bunch of knights from Cumbria are traveling across the northern England to get here. And maybe this is the reason you're there.
Yeah.
Is because they are going to this tournament.
Oh yeah.
And they are headed for a particular semi-legendary or at least notorious manor or tower.
Yeah.
almost certainly out to get glory for whatever can be done
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Because you've heard, let's see, this isn't really your region. I think that you would have to make a folklore roll. And it's not your...
Not fairy lore.
No, not yet.
Hey.
10.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Put it on.
How nice.
Yeah. You've been paying attention as you've been traveling across, Cumbria and similar parts.
He's learned a thing or
near-
two.
Yeah, you've learned a thing or two.
Yeah.
And so here's what you find out, which otherwise would have not been as accessible to you. Let's see. There is in a poorer county, somewhat comfortable but sort of run-down manor and village. It's self-sustaining, but just not very fancy. And one of the reasons is that the Lord there has lost his son. 7 years ago, his son disappeared. The manor is famous because it's got this tower covered by ivy, so he's called the Lord of the Ivy Tower. But the whole issue here is that Sir Arbogast, turns out he's very Arthurian. And so a bunch of the Golden Bough people showing up might give that manor a very hard time during the course of their, their adventuring.
Yeah.
For one thing, but yeah, apparently his son went off on just before he was to be knighted. Went off on a very ambitious adventure. He never came back, and people whisper that it's the curse of Morgan Le Fay that has struck the manor. There's apparently something happens during and in around the first week of May that is so disturbing or frightening or weird that the people you talk to will just make some very pagan sign of warding and not want to have anything to do with talking more about it. Just don't go.
Yeah.
Not now. Otherwise, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's boring, but besides, I mean, as a number of the commoners have decided to find somewhere else to be when the Knights of the Golden Bough come through, because the word has traveled ahead that they're not going to be very kind to Pendragon loyalist people. So they may have to, burn the manor to save it. So, I mean, that's maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, these are apparently friends of yours.
Yep.
They'll ask.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm in the area.
Yeah, that seems like that this is me sort of like making a little, and Barrow would go here sort of.
Yeah.
And now here is where we do, as you travel along, with your squire.
Yeah.
Here is where we do make a fairy lore.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
15.
And you do. Yes. Let's write that one down too, because this fairy lore is actually a big deal for you at this time.
Yeah.
You have your squire kind of
teach him about fairy lore.
he seems to zone out and he's saying
he's stuck in his book.
Well, no, he's listening and everything, but he's kind of concentrating, and his eyes kind of start crossing, and his horse kind of wanders a little out of the true line, then notices itself and lines up with your horse again. As you're riding along, you realize that you're talking to somebody who's almost like in a trance. And there's a little whistle, and a little gnomish head pops back behind a tree after you catch its eye. And a little voice speaks from just above you. and it says, "You can't see me."
I just saw you. No.
No. That was. I'm much prettier than him. It's coming from right above you.
He just goes, I know what you are.
I was looking up and try to see.
There has been a sprite sitting on your head for some time. who buzzes their wings and goes up a little further and thinks this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And the different little people-like creatures are going to be speaking one sentence at a time, roughly, as you ride along. And one will say something like, "We can smell her on you, you know."
Who?
Hengwich? Oh, it's a bad smell. Marshy, stinky. And another one says, "Yes, the people there, our people left a mark on you there.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. You're safe with us." And someone else, and at this point, make an awareness check.
Oh boy.
6.
Some little bastards gotten into your saddlebags, and you aren't going to see that again, whatever it was they got.
Yeah.
So you're safe with us, as one of them is, lifting something.
Yeah.
And
Some Denari.
yeah, who knows? And so you are talking, to a bunch of fairies as you proceed through. Another one will say, "We can't go back to our house." Another one says, "Mean priests." Another one says, "Stupid night." Not you.
No, yeah.
They're complaining about different.
Another one say that. No, not you.
That's right. Everyone's
with a much darker voice too.
So now they're complaining all over the place of different things.
What was your house?
With the nice old man, and he had they describe it carefully, and they describe the ivy tower and everything.
Cool.
They say our tower. Our tower is very nice. We kept good house, and we caught the mice, and the servant girls put out the milk, and the priest didn't know about any of it, and it worked great. It was a nice place. We miss it. One of them bursts into tears. Right? Yeah. And they're all different. Like some of them have like really big noses and little tiny heads, and others have like big bulbous heads. Other ones have big feet. Yeah. Other ones have wings.
One of them is half an inch taller than the other ones.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of these little dudes, and some of them are more like little scampering guys, as well as little flying guys.
Maybe some like small animals they're riding on or something.
Yeah, exactly. And once you start, now you made your fairy lore.
Yeah.
Right. And now they start, asking you questions. Yeah. They said, "You wouldn't say the hag was ugly, would you?"
No.
They all burst into laughter. Liar, liar. Right? She's ugly. Yeah. And so there's all these kinds of interactions are occurring. They're being, they're having a fine time being Disney sprites. Yeah. But they're very sad. Yeah. It's sad. They were kicked. I mean, after they didn't mind that all the altar and the Jesus guy, they don't say the word.
No, the
altar and
the guy on the cross.
Yeah, the guy. It's all. It all got crap. No, it got crappy. And we didn't mind if it got crappy. The priests got mad, and they came and they cleaned everything. And they went and they sprinkled the water everywhere, and a whole bunch of them go, "You!" Achoo, achoo, achoo. And so apparently, for some reason, there was some kind of religious push this last month, and all the little people who lived there quite comfortably, are now wandering around in the fields, sad. So they say, and you know, all we had to do. I mean, it's even worse. I mean and now you know he's going to come again like he does every year. And somebody said it wasn't always like that. He didn't always used to come.
Who is he?
You know, look, I didn't say anything. What? Did you say something?
Okay.
First of all, how's your trusting and suspicious right now?
Yeah.
Are you going to be like suspicious of these little guys? You know they're up to shit. They
Yeah.
always are.
I'm going.
I mean, for all you know, you're going to wake up naked on a hilltop with all your stuff on, You know, after being fed some sob story or something. Or
I'm gonna roll.
you know all about this.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna roll suspicious.
How big are these?
hold on a second.
The size of. Yeah.
Here, 2.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They vary.
Like no.
Hold on a second. Remember the routine. If you want, you just say which one,
Yeah.
and you can get the check for it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm saying.
You're going to be
suspicious.
okay.
Yeah.
If you want to test it with dice, there's 2 ways. Remember, it's complicated.
Yeah. I'm
So,
going for.
You're just doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also like it that way.
Right. So therefore, you're going to be quite suspicious. And what sort of you failed your awareness check already,
Yeah.
which means if you're suspicious, now's when you find out they stole it.
Yeah.
I should be a little
It's
more
like
suspicious.
checking your pocket.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And so let's see here. Okay, just checking. Skills, that's what I wanted to look at. Anything else? You already made your fairy lore. That's just going to be running along. And interestingly, when you start probably, you know, getting a little colder toward them, a little more watchful, the first one who was on your head will suddenly like give them a blistering scolding, like a super scolding. You know, this this big fat person is our only hope. And I don't care if he has, you know, he smells of all sorts of things, you know, but because you have the magic and you have the Jesus sword, the Christ sword, says, and I know he's complicated, but he's our only hope. So be nice and you give that back. What?
It's like
He
holding
has to be,
It's very obvious.
Yes. He is set upon by several of the others and given a stern lesson, and
the ring flies back.
Yeah, and you are given back you know the little pouch of denarii that they took, right? So, and so the they will say he comes every year, and everybody falls asleep, and that would be fun, except he's scary. And he's mean to us. And he... let's see here. Right. And he takes all the great food and drink. We won't even get any scraps from the feast. They used the pagan name that Easter got laid onto, right? They have always liked this feast because that's all the best food and everything, and they don't get it now. It's always a shit feast after this, and it's terrible. It's been going on for. They disagree about the number of years because they don't really handle this human time thing very well. But apparently, it's been going on for some years, and that's happening too. And so it's just intolerable. I mean, it's terrible out there. Go, you know. They kind of look at you and encouragingly.
I'm on my way to this place already, so I'll try to help you best I can.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah, and I'm in my own thoughts. Like, I'm not saying this out loud. Is if I can't help in the way they want, can I try to like they can move in my manner?
Bro,
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking it.
No, that would be awesome.
That's a generous check for you, don't you think?
Yes.
That's, yeah.